Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I'm going to answer one of the Java interview questions. That is, write a Java program to demonstrate if else selection statements. Let me answer. If else is one of the statements under selection statements category of control flow statements in Java. So let me practically demonstrate how to use this if else statements in Java program. Okay. Further, I'll switch to Eclipse IDE and create a new class. I'll just name this class with some random name. Let's say class 6 with the main method. Here, I'll write some code, guys, for demonstrating the if else selection statement in Java, which comes under the control flow statements of Java. Okay. So fine. I'll write something like this. Int a is equal to 9, b is equal to 8, t is equal to 6, d is equal to 3, e is equal to 1. Like that, I created some 5 variables, guys. Okay. And here I need to write if, first of all, if condition. In if else selection statements, we can have more than one condition. Okay. More than one condition. Here only one condition is there for now. After I write the entire section of the if else selection statement, you'll have multiple conditions. Here I'll write a less than b. Then I'll print the code system.out.println. A is less than b, I'll say. Else if, you see, otherwise, else. Generally, if else selection statements will end like this. Only one condition will be there, one else block will be there. Now it's not like this. Here after else, another if condition will come. If not this condition is satisfied, check another condition, else check this condition. Here, b less than c, I'll say. B less than c, system.out.println, b is less than c, I'll say. Okay. Again, else, one more condition I want to check. Another if condition I'll write here. You see, if condition is multiple times in this if else selection statement. Here I'll say c less than d. Then I'll print out system.out.println c is less than d. Okay. Now else if d is less than e. One more condition. How many conditions? You can write any number of conditions. There is no limit, guys. It can be more than one conditions. If there are more than one condition, then you generally go with the if selection statements. Here one of the condition, right? Else I have to write here else if d is less than e, then d is less than e, I'll say. D is less than e. And finally, if all these conditions, okay, if all these conditions are not satisfied, I'll finally go to the else block and print out e is the least of all. Okay, e is the list of all other variables. E is the list of the values stored in all other variables. I'll write down. Now, if I run this code, what will be the output printed, guys? First of all, it will check a is less than b, 9 is less than 8 is false. So this if block will be skipped and the control will go to the else block. In another condition is there in the else block. If b is less than c, 8 less than 6, again false. This another if block will be skipped and will go to the another else block, and this condition will be verified. C less than d, 6 less than 3, again false. This block also will be skipped and here it will go to the another if block. D less than e, 3 less than 1, again false. This block also will be skipped and finally the left out block. E is the list of all the other variables will be printed. That's correct only, right? One is less than any other variable values. So E is the list of all other variables. This kind of program you can write in the interviews if you get that kind of question asking you to demonstrate a program or demonstrate by writing a Java program for if selection statements. Okay. And what if I change few things like this? For example, if I change something like here, I'll make this as 18. Then instead of B becoming 8, I made it 18. So in that case, if A is less than B, 9 less than 18, true, right? The if block will be executed, remaining all blocks will be skipped. So A is less than B will be printed, guys. At a time, only one block will be executed in this based on the values that are given to the variables. I'm just trying to change all the values. A is less than B got printed. Now, yeah, what if I'll change it back to 8. And if I give something like 16 here, then what will happen? First of all, A less than B, 9 less than 8 is false. The first if condition block will be skipped. Because the condition has resulted in false. Next, it will go and check the next condition in the else block. If B less than C, yes, 8 is less than 16. This condition is satisfied now. So it will only execute this block. Remaining all blocks will be skipped. B is less than C will be printed, and that will be the output, guys. Okay, B is less than C will be printed in the output. But if I remove this one also and make this one 13, what will happen? A less than B, 9 less than 8, false. This block will be skipped. Here B less than C, 8 less than 6, false. This block will be skipped. C less than D, 6 less than 13, true. So C is less than D will be printed, remaining other blocks will be skipped. Only one block at a time will be executed in this process. Okay, in this process, only one will be executed. C is less than D. Okay, now, yeah. And finally, I'll make E as 11. Then what will happen? If I make E as 11, then what will happen? A less than B, 9 less than 8, false. So this block will be skipped. B less than C, 8 less than 6, false. This block will be skipped. C less than D, 6 less than 3, again false. This block will be skipped. D less than E, 3 is less than 11 is true. So D is less than E will be printed. Okay, D is less than E will be printed. Only one block, remaining block will be skipped. Remaining else block will be skipped. Okay. So this is how we have to write the code, guys. This is how we have to change the values and can understand the Java program related to if else selection statement. In if else selection statement, we'll have more than one conditions. Okay. If we have multiple conditions, then generally we go with the if else selection statements. Okay. So with practical demonstration, I've answered this question for you. That is how to write a Java program to demonstrate if else statement, which is nothing but a selection statement. Okay. So in Java, we have control flow statements. 3 categories are there in the control flow statements. That is selection statements, then iterative statements and transfer statements. Under the first category, that is selection statements, we have different type of selection statements like if else, if else, switch case. Like this, we have different categories. In that, if else is one of the item under selection statement category of control flow statements in Java. So hope guys you got the answer for this question. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye bye.